Levack and Goz here with you on 104.5 The Team. Now, day number 2 here, final week here on a Friday. Woods is here hosting for Levack, but Woods, you thought yesterday was great. Today gets even better. We got more beer in studio. Christian, our guy, the co-founder, the head brewer over at Common Roots, joins us here in studio. So, Christian, man, what's going on? What do we got going on this weekend coming up?
Well, it's good to be here, guys. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
Thanks for coming.
It's Saratoga Beer Week, so it's our one of our favorite weeks of the year, and we're just coming to the head of it for the summit.
Is that a pun there? Like the head of the beer? Is that
the head of the beer?
Yeah,
I was slowly bringing that in.
All right, we got 2 samples in front of us. Let's get into it, man. Let's start with this lighter tinted one here, because I see a dark one and a light one in front of us.
We got dark and light. We have 4 beers we're doing. These are 2 of them at the summit. So this lighter one is called Good Fortune. It's one of our IPAs. It's a beer that's a little bit more citrusy, a little bit more floral, a little bit more fruit forward. Although there's no fruit, this was made with West Coast and Australian hops. But we'll be serving it at the summit.
Very good. See, we're getting our sips now. So before we've learned our etiquette, even when you're talking about the beers, we just sit here and start drinking away and enjoying ourselves. Yesterday,
that's flipping good, man.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, I'm happy. Good. It's always a reaction. I look at your faces. I'm like, oh, did they like it?
You said
That's the best part of the summit.
IPA?
So it's an IPA. So there's a lot of different types of IPAs. Some, tend to be a little bit piney, can have a little bitterness. Some can be citrusy, floral, can be, fruit forward. We generally tend to be on the less bitter and a little bit more aromatic and citrusy kind of fruit forward side.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, I really enjoy this one too.
I'm not a big IPA guy at all.
What kind of beers do you guys like then?
Anything with alcohol in it.
All right, there you go. Deal.
All right, the second one over here, the little darker one, much darker actually, I should say, is also going to be available this weekend.
This is awesome. This is another kind of favorite that we bring. We're bringing 2 new beers, and we have 2 older ones. So these are the 2 kind of older ones we've had and we've done before. Coffee Cup is what this one is. It's a collaboration we actually do with Crew Coffee, which is another Saratoga company. And it's a double coffee stout. So it's 9%, so it's a little bit bigger, but it's pretty coffee forward.
See, everything we have like coffee wise here, Levack's usually the coffee drinker of the show.
Okay.
So his best evaluation for me is that if Goz likes what it tastes like and he's not a coffee drinker, that's a good sign. This is a good sign here that I'm enjoying this, even though I'm not a huge coffee drinker. Yeah.
Perfect.
Sorry, I had to get another sip in there, too. So you have a pretty amazing story. It's not just yourself as the co-founder brewer, but it's also a family connection going on with Common Roots.
It is. So my father and I are business partners. We started it back in December of 2014, and we've been going strong. So we've been able to make some beer and continue making beer for about 3 years now. So we're pretty excited for it.
December of 2014, that's fairly young still. You guys are barely over like the 3.5-year mark. Well, closer to 3 years when you think about it. That's a lot to go into 3 years.
It's been a lot. It's been a long process for what seems like a long process. It was an idea that we started homebrewing back together right when I started college. I eventually started working at some breweries through grad school, and then there was an opportunity for us to kind of buy this building in South Glens Falls, and we jumped on it and started Common Roots.
The name Common Roots in the Capital Region has grown immensely since I've been able to drink, since I've turned 21. I everywhere I go, it's there. And no matter, it could be an IPA, it could be pretty much anything, but it's the one that's on the tap that usually goes first.
Well, that's awesome.
It's usually empty first.
Well, that's good to hear. I love hearing that, of course. There's a lot of awesome breweries that are popping up. New York has almost 400 breweries, which is incredible. I'm always happy to hear that Common Roots is being seen. But, yeah, we've grown quite a bit. We did about 500 barrels our first year, and we're geared to do a little over 5,000 now. So it was all of a sudden there's a lot more beer. And I'll tell you what, the breweries, it's kind of like we say the brewery that the community built, because we have a lot of great people we work with and a lot of great people that has helped us kind of grow the brand.
Can you tell us what other beers you guys will be bringing this Saturday?
Absolutely. We have a brand new double IPA that we're launching called Affinity Bound, and that'll be kind of exclusively poured on Saturday for the first time ever, and we'll be canning that soon. And we also have a new sour that's coming out. So it's kind of a tart, a little bit citrus, sour, lighter drinking beer. I think it's going to be pretty good.
Christian from Common Roots joins us here in studio, co-founder and head brewer right here on 104.5 The Team. By the way, Woods is just not kissing up to you because he actually said this in a week in advance when he saw the schedule come out. He goes, yes, Common Roots, I love those guys. So that's a true thing. He was looking forward to talking to you guys today. Now, you in particular, Your week doesn't end here for Saratoga Beer Week. You're all over the place. You're not going to be there at the event tomorrow, but the crew is going to be there. But it's all day long for you, all month long basically for you.
This is the beer season for I'm sure every brewer in the country right now. So this is, unfortunately, I'm going to actually miss the beer summit, but my father and the rest of the crew is going to be there. I'll be heading down to Brooklyn to start the New York City Beer Week, and we're excited for that too. There's going to be some good New York State breweries also pouring down there, and some brews from the West Coast and down in Florida and all over coming. So it's pretty exciting.
Well, appreciate you coming in. Best of luck this weekend. Enjoy all the beer you can over the next month here. Saratoga Beer Week's awesome, but you're going to continue to enjoy it. Chris, it was awesome meeting you, man. We're going to finish off these beers, and we'll talk again soon.
Hey, thanks for having me, guys.